I am just popping in to give you an update on my peacock quilt because yesterday I shot a vlog about making the third block in the Winter Star quilt by Missouri Star Quilt Company. So we made the block without a hitch. That went really well, but I did run into a conundrum in making one of the other blocks. If you don't know, the Winter Star quilt is made up of 3 different types of quilt blocks that when you sew them all together, it creates this really beautiful star motif. And when I went to go about sewing the center block, which is this one right here, I got my measurements messed up, and this block is bigger than it should be. And what it should really look like is have the point should come, this point right here should be lower down, and there should be about 1/4 of an inch of this fabric, so that when you sew all the seams together at 1/4 of an inch, you'll still see this point. And because I made a mistake with this block, if I were to sew all the blocks together, this point up here is just going to get bye-bye. It's not going to show up. Anyway, long story short, I posed a question to you lovely viewers, asking whether or not you think I should just say, let it be, just incorporate the block, well, you know, it doesn't matter if these little points around the edges are going to get cut off, or should I, you know, panic order some more fabric and redo the center block. And I just want to say thank you so much to all the comments. I received so many, and I was reading through all of them this morning. So I just want to say thank you so much for all of your wonderful feedback. There were lots of great suggestions. Many of you said, you know, just to hell with it, you know, embrace imperfection, throw them in, because, you know, back in the day, our quilting ancestors would have been scrappy. They would have, you know, made do. And then there was another camp of people that said, you know, our ancestors would take pride in their work and, you know, unpick all those stitches and make it perfect. And then some of you were saying, Kristen, I've watched your channel for quite some time, and I know you are going to regret not unpicking it or redoing those center squares. And after giving it much thought, guys, I apologize. The lighting in here, the sun just keeps going in and out, in and out, in and out. It drives me absolutely batty. But anyway. So yeah, after giving it a lot of thought, I am indeed going to be redoing the center block. A part of me really does want to be scrappy and embrace the imperfections, but with a pattern like this, just looking at the overall scheme of things, because it's a star, and you know, the point of a star, you know, it's like a star has points, and I kind of want my stars to have points in this particular quilt. So, you know, while yes, I could sit there and unpick all of these stitches and cut the middle square down to size, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, guys. I've got a lot of these squares. They're over here. Yeah, I have another pile back there, but I've got a lot of these, and I'm gonna go absolutely batty if I sit down and unpick all these squares. It's just not gonna happen. So I went ahead and I ordered some more fabric. Thankfully it was still in stock. And I, you know, just for kicks and giggles, I added some other fabric to my cart that I had my eye on. Thankfully it was so wild. Like when I looked on the website, they were having a Black Friday sale. I mean, that, for some reason, that kind of threw me off, because usually here in the United States, Black Friday happens the day after Thanksgiving. And is there another Black Friday that I am just not aware of? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, I lucked out with that. So, you know, got a discount on that fabric, and then they threw in some extra freebies, and yeah, anyway, it all worked out. And while I wait for the replacement fabric to arrive, I'm just gonna plug away at these blocks right here. So yeah, there's that. You know, you're probably thinking, Kristen, what the heck are you going to do with these now? What are these not useless, but what are these incorrect squares going to become or grow up to be? Some of you suggested that I could sew these all together, turn it into a project bag. I could totally do that, although, not gonna lie, I've kind of fallen off the project bag making wagon. It's not totally my jam. I have to be in the mood for it. But a lot of you said that I could sew it onto the quilt backing and kind of create an interesting motif on the back of the quilt. Of the quilt top, if that makes sense, which I was definitely considering, because there is a YouTube channel, if you quilt, you're probably familiar with it. It's Karen of the Just Get It Done Quilts YouTube channel, and she actually has a really awesome video on making something called an after quilt, which is when you use all of your leftover scraps and fabric bits to create the quilt backing of your finished quilt top. So yeah, none of the scraps go to waste. You just sew them into the backing. You make a completely different motif. It's such a clever idea. Again, I will link to that down below if you want to check it out. But yeah, that I believe is what is going to happen with these leftover squares, or these, you know, wonky, incorrect, mismeasured squares, if you will. So anyway, I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know what my decision was. And again, thank you so much for all your input and all your feedback. It really did help me out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so it is Friday. I am all done with work for today. I literally just finished dyeing yarn maybe about a half an hour ago and did my makeup. Dennis is home now, which is why I'm kind of talking at a lower octave because can't get over it. And if you're just tuning in, this is not the normal format of my YouTube channel. Normally I sit down and share what I've been working on and, you know, updates on other projects and the whole kitchen sink in one episode usually. This week was a little bit different, but I still hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't already, feel free to like and subscribe down below. I'm putting out videos for your viewing pleasure every week. And of course, if you'd like to support this channel and whatever it is I do here, you can always click the join button down below and become a member and get a weekly bonus vlog along with an invite to our private Facebook group and some other bonus content sprinkled in along the way. And yeah, so anyway, I will let you guys go. Have a fabulous weekend and I'll see you next time. Bye.